Welcome to Salento with Love. I'm Davide Mengoli, and Mississippi with Love is definitely taking shape. So I think we should go in and take a look at the beautiful things that have been happening. Welcome to Mississippi with Love. We've been waiting actually for this process to start. We were just waiting for some materials to arrive. But this is really a turning point, because I have found and researched and found this extraordinary material that can be used as an underfloor heating system. It's called grid. It was developed in Israel more than 25 years ago, and now is a new technology. And here we are this morning. So first of all, the first part of the process is to fit an adequate insulation. Now this material here again was researched. We got it shipped from Milan, actually, a factory that makes this super high density foam. Now, some people spend so much to do an underfloor heating system and an electrical system, and what they put underneath is not adequate, because what happens is that the heat travels both ways. So if you don't stop a large percentage of that heat traveling down, what you're doing, you are actually eating the property downstairs or your floor underground, rather than pushing as much as the heat up. And now we found this material super high density, very expensive actually, 15-16 euros per square meter trade, and very difficult to find. It's 8 millimeters, so only 8 millimeters thick. Can you see it, how thin it is? And yes, the whole idea of having an electrical underfloor heating is that you want to reduce as well the height, because to have an hydronic system, a water system, a classic system, what happens is that you are actually increasing the height, where on this, once the underfloor heating grid gets put down, you can almost go directly with the tiles on top, although we are going to do a little concrete over the top just to level the entire floor, but also to protect the grid. And I was thinking also it's a good thing, because if you tile directly over the grid or over your underfloor heating system, and one day you're fed up with the tiles and you want to lift the tiles up, you end up ripping everything off. Where if you actually do a little concrete over the top, even 1 centimeter, 2 centimeters, then, and one day you're breaking the tiles and you're changing your floor, then your underfloor heating system will be saved. So yes, after this process is gone through, so at the moment he's actually putting all the sheets. Once he's actually positioned all the sheets, he will take them all up and he will glue them using a special glue. You want to make sure that this is firmed on the ground, and when you put the glue down, filling up any little gaps or whatever. And so the underfloor heating pad is sitting on something that is flat, that it's got no movement, and it's actually adhered to the ground. So that's exactly the second stage of this process. And then the third stage is positioning the underfloor heating system, which is zoned in 3 different spots: bedroom, bathroom, and front room. And at the moment, it's just bringing the system in. There we are, we've opened the magic box. And incredible the way these guys do it. And we have professional installers, and you need to have an electrician as well to certify everything at the end. But it's just fantastic, because you send them the floor plan, the accurate floor plans, and everything gets calculated, and then you just have to make sure that you install everything following the calculations. But this is the system, just to give you an idea. Grid is only probably 1.5 millimeter thick, so it's not those fat cables that you see. And the reason why it's called grid is because it is a grid, and fits flat onto the underfloor heating pads that you're putting the insulation. And then, like I said, you know, you can really, because the way it's actually structured as a grid, you could tile directly on top, although in this particular case we are actually going to do a self-leveling over the top just to level everything, but also to isolate. And I believe personally that by doing it this way, although it's a little bit more costly to do the cement over the top, but you're also allowing the heat to spread more equally across your floor, because you don't have the pad and then the tile directly above, but you then have another surface above, and so that's going to get heated, and the heat will be distributed a little bit more equally. just finished installing the underfloor heating in this room and also testing it, because it's very important before you put your tiles or your concrete over the top. Connect all the cables and test it, because obviously if there is an error or if there is a fault within one of the grid areas, then you can identify it and deal with it. Everything is working wonderfully well. Thank you for watching my videos, but if you haven't become a subscriber yet, press the subscribe button, leave a comment. We always appreciate your comments. Thank you. But as I come around the corner, I'm on Mississippi with Love. We're literally a few steps away, and I've got a crew here working, and we're just getting this underfloor heating. I probably haven't spoken enough, but I will probably go in a little bit more depth about this system. So here, we just finished that room over there, and you can see where the screed has been applied already. Now we'll continue through here by putting this mat on the ground. You can see where it's been screeded, only probably about 2 centimeters, a quarter of an inch on top of the underfloor heating system. Now the same thing will happen here, and then this room will be ready for tiling. Great to think that these houses that haven't been lived in for probably 60 years or more, totally forgotten, they're now going back alive, and they will be contemporary, they will be comfortable as well because of the elements that are getting introduced. So Mississippi with Love coming along here really beautifully well. Oh, are you still there? That means that you are enjoying our videos. Thank you very much for following the channel. Did you know that every Friday we issue a video called Thank God It's Friday, and you can see it if you join our membership? Do that, and I'll see you every Friday. Things are progressing extremely well here on Mississippi with Love, and after the underfloor heating and the screed, it's time to tile. Well, after maybe 150 years, I would say that's an average. This house is now seeing again this beautiful floor appearing, coming back to life. The combination of this beautiful granilla, the format of the tile, it's very large, it's 4 feet by 4 feet, so 120 by 120, giving this very uniform and giving continuity. I'm very happy because we just received a delivery of cementine, and look at that, absolutely stunning. These have been made one by one, a little bit thinner because they're going onto the wall, and waxed. I'm just so happy with this material. And here we are at the end of another amazing video of Mississippi with Love. We're getting closer and closer to the finish line. Well, I'm sure you have enjoyed this episode of Mississippi with Love, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel, press the little bell, and the most important thing, stay safe wherever you are.